to 23 here, and we will swing in for 22 damage in the end. Today we are playing some Selesnya Gates, and I know there was a version of Gates which played a little bit like White Weenie and splashed just a little bit of green, and this deck is pretty similar, but we are playing 23 lands, 3 of which are the Selesnya Sanctuaries, which means we should be making land drops most of our turns. We are splashing green for the Grazer to accelerate the gameplay. We can also buff it with the Basilisk Gate, of course, and we are also splashing green for the Vine, which I think is a very strong card because we can find the Basilisk Gate very consistently there. Since we are going to be ramping in a way, I am actually playing a lot of ways to find cards and or mana sinks, so I have decided to play full 8 of the Inspectors. We are playing 4 Traben and 4 Novice because they create the clues, which in turn draw us the cards. We are also playing 4 Bugglers, and every creature in the deck can be found by the Buggler. There is one exception though, and that is the Rallier, who is basically a Buggler, but it has the ability to do so. It doesn't have it as an ETB. We are also playing 1 Guardian of the Guild Pact. This card is obviously very strong with Gates, the Lunarch Veteran for some value in the graveyard, and the Cat, which is one of the best cards to be playing with the Gates. And also 7 removal spells. We are playing 3 Journeys and 4 Traben Charm. This is also a good way to hate against Graveyard in the main deck. Now in the sideboard, we are prepared against Burn with 3 Lone Missionaries. We are playing 2 Standard Bearers. This is against Boggles, against Mono White Heroic, but also against High Tide, because decks like this usually don't have anything against High Tide if someone is going to play that. 2 Holy Light. This is here mostly to actually have a chance against Elves or Fairies, although I think those won't be very easy matchups, especially Elves. 4 Dust to Dust against all the affinities, and I have decided to go with 4 of Fairy Maca, and the reason for it is that it can be found with the Buggler and the Rallier. So we could of course play something like the Relic of Progenitus, but that would mean we could exile the Cat from the graveyard or the Veteran, so I'm going for 4 Fairy Macaps as this card is very good. So enough talking, and let's see how this works. And if YouTube is not enough for you and you are looking for some more spicy lists or Pauper guides or working with me personally, there is now a Patreon for that, link below, and let's jump right to the games. Okay, Lord Bradley, we are going first. I brewed this deck this morning, and this is obviously the first version. I'm not sure how good / competitive will this be, but this hand, for example, looks pretty sweet, right? We've got the Grazer into, like, you know, a Manor Gate, which is cool. We are going first too, and they watch our YouTube, which is sweet, and this hand is also sweet, so yeah, definitely going for it. I also kind of like the Grazer against the aggressive creatures like the Tomb Raiders and even Fairies. We will go Forest into Grazer. We will play a Manor Gate on white, and we have successfully ramped, and that's sweet. I'm a big fan of that. We have the Traben Charm if necessary. I think unset the upkeep stop here. We have it from where we played Ninjas yesterday. Hold up, they might be actually playing the deck I've just talked about. We played Ninjas yesterday, if you guys remember, Ninja Tribal. And the Silver Raven is a card we played there along with Seed. The problem for them is we have the Grazer, which is pretty annoying, but they could tap it and then flip a Ninja, so we could go Basilisk Gate, we could go Gatekeeper Vine, we could just go Inspector. No, we couldn't. I wanted to hold up the Traben Charm, but that's not possible yet. Okay, I think we will chill a little bit. I don't think there's a need to play the Inspector yet. We will play the Vine. I wish to use the ability, and we can pick up the Citadel Gate, I think. Play the Citadel Gate on green, and then we will say go. It's very possible they tap the Grazer with something like Network Disruptor if they actually are playing the deck. No, they are playing a Relic in this one. Interesting, so they could be playing Abjure. This is a different version than I previously thought about. We find a Traben Inspector, that's okay. I think we will just play the Basilisk Gate, go Inspector number 1, we investigate, go Inspector number 2, we investigate. I think we will crack a clue. We sadly don't have mana for Traben Charm, which is not the end of the world because the Grazer still has reach for the Raven, and we can start attacking next turn. Maybe even with the 1-drops with the Basilisk Gate, but we will see about that. We go Glinhawk, so this is Azorius. I was very hyped this would be the Ninja deck we played yesterday, but it looks like it's Azorius Bounce, which is a deck we played too. I played a Pigeon instead of the Raven. If they have the deck list from us, it's possible they have it from somebody else, of course. I didn't crack the clue, which is by like a huge mistake. I shouldn't have done that, of course. Wow, I didn't crack the clue. It's quite a big problem here. We'll just buff the Traben Inspector. like that. It's a 5-6. We will attack with it, hit them for 5. We can Trap and Charm later if we want. We also can use this to destroy a Journey to Nowhere, but I think we have so many threats that it's not really necessary. And like, this is the power of gates. So imagine if those lands were not gates, this board is completely useless. But the fact that we are relying on gates makes this so that the land is actually a win condition, and I feel like that's sweet. And this is smelling like a ninja here. I will definitely block the hawk. They will bounce the raven with a ninjutsu, I'm sure. A what? Look at that. When this creature enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains hexproof until end of turn. I've never seen this before. This is from Edge of Eternities? Wow, cool. I mean, what are you attaching it to is my question. This thing, okay. Well, we will try to Traven Charm it, I guess. They could have like a Metallic Rebuke. So this is not the deck we've played. It looks interesting though. So the Light Jammer doesn't find the target, although they can re-equip it, which is pretty scary. They could go another Fissure, they could go another Relic. Yes, here's a Fissure. Okay, bouncing the Relic, drawing a card, that's fair. Selesnya Sanctuary is a land drop, and it's a land drop for next turn as well. So we have 5 lands here. I think we will play the Sanctuary, probably bouncing the Forest. Yeah, I will most likely buff the Inspector here and attack with it. Again, it's cool that, you know, your win condition is a land. I guess that's really powerful. So this is basically our small terror, right? We will play the Sanctuary. We will bounce, I think, the Forest. So we have a land drop next turn, and then this means we can actually play either the Charm or we can use the Clue. If they try to equip, I think we will Charm whatever they are trying to equip. They'll go Inspector, that's fine. They'll go Silver Raven, which is fine too. I wonder if they are playing ninjas in this deck. It could look quite good in this one. I also like City Pigeon just a tiny bit more than the Raven, but that's mostly because these decks usually have a lot of white 1-drops, so diluting with blue can be a little bit problematic on your mana base, but they don't seem to be playing many tapped lands in their deck. They skip combat, wow. Okay, so we will crack the Clue. I think I won't forget this time, right? Find a Grazer, that's not ideal. We find a Journey. So the equip cost can't be used at instant speed, is that right? Because I think the equip is only a sorcery, but if the card has flash, it shouldn't be affecting the equip cost, right? I mean, if I'm wrong on this will be embarrassing, but I will try it anyway, I think. We could also just double buff and attack, to be honest, right? We have 6 mana, so we could just completely ignore this and just like slam, and they have to block, and we are actually in a good position. So I think we will just play the Forest. We will go for the Traben Inspector. This is a 5-6, that's pretty difficult to block in my opinion. Okay, we will also buff probably the other Inspector to be real here. We'll pay 2 for it. Okay, they will Traben Charm one of those guys. I mean, that's completely okay with me here. And then we can attack for 5. If they like wanna like block with 4 creatures, they can, but it's not even enough damage, it's 5, so they'll chump with the Raven, cool. We are slowly draining them out of cards, exactly what we want and need. Traben Charm was used. We could play the Grazer, I think we will. It's just a blocker. I don't think lands are not even necessary, and it's an attacker too. Obviously, that's the downside of the Grazer, like if you find it later into the game, it's not the best thing in the world, but I still think it's quite good. They will run a Relic. They can tap the Inspector if they want, which is good for them. They will go for another Relic, maybe trying to find some answers. I mean, more Traben Charms would always be good, but again, it's like a sort of a 1 for 2 with most of our creatures. They will go Lambus, which means they have no mana left, so we can double buff and force them to double block if we want. Which I think, again, it's very funny how often when you are playing gates, you don't even play your cards, you just buff your creatures, and it's so good. Okay, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 6. And 7. Okay, well, I mean, I will just double buff. Let's go with the Inspector. And I guess attack. I want to kind of crack the Clue. Well, I should have done this before. Okay, I'm kind of changing my plans mid-combat here. I shouldn't be doing this usually, because if we find the gate with the Clue, it's like pretty bad, right? They will start jumping, and that's cool. Okay, we can use the Sanctuary to crack this Clue. If it's a gate, it's embarrassing because I've attacked first. Okay, it's this thing. That's fine. In that case, I think we can just play the Grazer, and we have Traben Charm and Journey. Traben Charm can be used at the end of their turn if we really want to do that, but I'm still waiting for some ninjas. They go Ash Barons. Okay, Novice Inspector. They could also tap the Inspector with their relic. What is this? Mantle of Tides. Okay, I kind of see where they are going with this. It's like a bounce deck with equip artifacts. This is a decent bounce target. It's not like insane, but it's still pretty good. So we can just let them equip that, I think. We have enough creatures that Draven Charm destroys it anyway. Okay, I think we'll Draven Charm. And let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I like kind of believe that the gates are just really good. Ooh, they play Light Jammer. That's good for them. Okay, huge creature here. Find another Draven Charm. Think I will probably just journey the Skyfisher and go from there. Let's use... This is not lethal by any chance. So we can buff this, buff one of these guys. We can attack for 9. Maybe we could implement like even more ways to draw cards into the deck if that becomes a problem. Maybe we could be cutting the Grazers, but I kinda like them. It was kinda the build around of this deck. The Grazer was the first card I thought about. That's why we are playing the Sanctuaries, but we could definitely like rebuild it, right? And implement more card draw into the mix too. They'll crack a clue. I don't think they will find much here. Okay, they found a Fisher. They can bounce the Relic. Find a Citadel Gate, which is something we are going to play. Let's say green. Then we will, I think, Draven Charm. Just try to destroy this. They have no mana. I think we just won the game. And it's gonna be exact lethal if I'm counting correctly. We win the first game. Okay, so off top, I think we might have to cut the Grazers here. The Veterans are decent value pieces for later stages of the game. I will cut like 2, and I will cut like 2 Grazers, although they are even better when we are going second. I will bring in some Dust to Dusts. I will keep the Guardian of Guild Pact. I will cut 1 more Lunarch Veteran for a 4th Dust to Dust. Verimaka doesn't seem too important. Standard Bearer is fine. It's not great, I'll be honest. Loon Missionary not necessary. And that's it. I think we have a pretty easy sideboarding plan here, just for Dust to Dust. Okay, well, Descent looks like turn 3 Dust to Dust, which is sweet. We can keep. I like it. Obviously, they are going first, and this is an island. Okay. We'll scry. Find a journey. Fine. Okay. We'll go Novice Inspector here. They will attack for 1 in the air. Okay. Will this be a Moon Circuit hacker? It actually will. Okay. So we weren't too far from the truth. Indeed, it's a hacker. So we will not attack with the Inspector. I think I will probably block there. Do you have a land is my question. If they don't have a land, okay, they do. Sure. We'll go Silver Raven. I think we will still set up for the Dust to Dust, right? If that's correct. Okay, we find another one. So there is no 1-drop anyway. Yeah, we'll just Selesnya Sanctuary back the plains, keep it really simple here. Yes, we lose mana, we have no 1-drops, and there will be no attacks from us. We will gladly block the ninja. Maybe they will Draven Charm it, but we don't care that much. We are looking to go further into the game and win that way. Okay, here's a good target for the 1 Dust to Dust. Unless they run counter spells, I will block the ninja here. If they have the trick, they have a trick. They probably have the artifact thing. Yeah, okay. So we have a decent double target for Dust to Dust. It's not like the best, but it's still good, I would say. Okay, they will ninjutsu back the Raven. They are in trouble, definitely. Think we have to kinda do something with the ninjas here. Draven Charm. You know what? Let's journey the big one. And let's Manor Gate on white. We don't need this 1 mana. And we will just say go. The Dust to Dust plan is postponed here. Okay, this is good for double Dust to Dust. I think we will next turn. They're just looting now, so I'm not... It's not like too urgent to destroy this. Halberd. Okay, kinda equipment here. And Inspector. Okay, that's some pressure. They will... Okay, basic line cycling with Ash Barons. And step. Sure. Manor Gate. Well, I think we will Dust to Dust. If they have a Rebuke, we might concede. We will go land, I think. Okay, it works. Let's go Manor Gate on white. We will Dust to Dust next turn probably too. We can also Wine later. Play Halberd. Okay. They'll equip it to the ninja. Play on the Raven. That's, you know, very aggressive. We go down to 9. They are going hard on the tempo plan, that's for sure. They will discard a Draven Charm. Sure. Okay, Plains. So that's what we play. How much mana we have? 5. So we can Dust to Dust plus Journey. I like it. So what are we dusting to dusting? We have many targets, I think. Okay. I think Raven plus Jammer. And then exile the Moon Circuit hacker. Let's go like that. And then Journey the hacker. And we are in a decent position. They can still equip the Halberd, so it's not like we won the game. But I think we might be able to stabilize here. Okay. Inspector is an amazing draw, I would say. Or it's okay, but it will generate more card advantage, which is important for them, I believe. Okay, they will crack this, draw card. They can equip the Halberd. Yep. That's for 3, slowly dying here. here. Grazer is very good. So I think we will play the Vine first. I do think we will just pick up the Basilisk Gate. We can play a Plains. We can play the Grazer, play the Basilisk Gate. We have 2 mana left, and I think using a Traben Charm main phase while they are tapped is correct. So this is reach. Yeah, I think just killing this is okay. We will crack the clue next turn. We still didn't win though, is the thing. Best find would be like a cat or something. Sacred Cat would be sweet. They will equip the halberd. They will crack a clue. Hopefully no Traben Charm or Journey. They will go to combat. They will attack with both. We will gladly double block. Block this, block that. Should be no damage unless they have a trick. They do. Oh my god. It's really annoying actually, this card. I don't know how to explain it. It's a good card basically. Like sneakily. But this dies, okay. So they can make, it's kind of like us where they can make like anything a threat, you know? And I think they have us here. We will crack a clue. Bugler is great though. Play a Bugler. Ooh, Guardian of Guild Pact is sweet. Can't play it this turn though, I believe, yeah. Okay, I think they have us though. I think they have us. They can just make anything super huge and that's a problem. Very good draw. I think they have us for sure. Crack a clue. Wow, found another Inspector, crazy. That's an attack we can do much with, so they will connect. Inspector is fine, we will try it. There is no point in using the gates, so we will use them to crack the clue. Inspector is okay. But we have to find something, because if we don't, we are dead to the Raven, right? Nothing has reach here. So we have to crack the clue, hope for a Journey slash Raven Charm. No, none of these. We will concede this game. Okay, so we know they can get sort of aggressive, which is not a great thing to know. But that being said, I will get like a 1 Bugler and bring back 1 Veteran. The life gain seems to be pretty important here. I guess I might cut even 1 more Bugler. Bring in 3rd Veteran. We just need a life. Okay, let's see how this works. I think the Dust to Dust is definitely correct to play. Now we are going first. And wow, hand is, I would say, quite good actually, right? Let's keep this 1. I love playing a high number of lands, especially in a Gates deck, because when you flood, it's not the end of the world because of the Basilisk Gate, and at the same time, you are very likely not to mulligan because of lands, so that's very nice. And their deck is pretty good. I was thinking it's a little bit too clunky, but no, it seems actually like a pretty decent deck where you can make like any creature a pretty big threat. We will go Manor Gate on white, and next turn we will Grazer, I believe. Yeah. It's also a great blocker, which is like the reason I kinda like it. Ooh, Dust to Dust is real nice. We can do it next turn. Okay, there's nothing to play with the Basilisk Gate, so we'll go Citadel Gate on green. And then we can Grazer, Basilisk Gate. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they go Ash Barrens. I'm not trying to Dust 1 land, so that's fine. If they go Relic, we might do that. They go Inspector. I think we could do this. They showed that they need to... Okay, Island Cycle, sure. Bugler. But we have no land drop if we do that, so I will wait. I will actually want to hit those land drops. So instead what we are gonna do is we will Gate Creeper Vine here. We can search for something tapped, like the Selesnya Guild Gate, for example, which we can play, and then we can go to Novice Inspector. Dust to Dusting here wasn't my favorite thing, because we, number 1, miss a land drop, number 2, like Raven, land are good targets, but they are like not that great, you know. Okay, here's a Mantle of Tides, interesting. But I think that's something worth... Oh, look at that, no other land, and we find our land. Well, that changes stuff. Let's exile a land and Mantle. Is that... Yeah, I think so, Mantle of Tides. You can also Manor Gate. We could attack, but there's no point in doing it right now. Sorry, we'll play the Grazer, play the Manor Gate. It's okay, we are neutral on land drops. It's just a 0-3 with reach, which is still quite good. We have the Bugler. We go Halberd. We find a Citadel Gate, which I'm a big fan of. We could buff something this turn. Wait, do we have enough? We don't. I will definitely want to play the Bugler this turn, so in that case I will go like that. Never mind. We will try the Bugler before we attack, see what this brings. Find another Bugler. I mean, I'm a fan, right? Let's Bugler. We'll play the Citadel Gate. Starting next turn we can start buffing. That's it. And we will also crack the clue and step. Very sweet. Ooh, they have Outlaw Medic. And they are talking about how there are maybe too many artifact lands in their deck, which, yeah, they don't seem to be running many affinity synergies, right? We will crack the clue for sure. Fun Heap Gate, that's really good. Let's play the Heap Gate. And again, before we attack, now we can do it. We will go Militia Bugler if I would tap right. Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, they're playing the lands for Glinhawk, they said. That makes sense. Ooh, that's good. I think we are pretty safe on life, so I will take the card draw here. We will use the gate to buff this Militia Bugler. And look how huge this is. I mean, 9-10 because of my lands. I mean, I just find gates to be so funny as an archetype. It's like, okay, this is Vigilance too, so... And taking 9 is pretty nasty, right? They'll block with the Medic, probably trying to find some lands here. We will go with the Inspector. So definitely what has been a little bit of a problem are ways to draw more cards. We might try to fix that, but the board presence is definitely there though. Oh my god, we find another Dust to Dust. I think they will hate us here. Well, we will do it and we will go away with a land, and I guess the Silver Raven, we don't care about the Halberd anymore. And with a nice goodbye, they say GG and the second Dust to Dust settles it. So that's 2-1 against what seems to be like an Azorius tempo deck, very cool. So before we jump to the next game, there are many changes I've made. The Grazer is no longer in the deck, it wasn't as good. We are playing just 2 Sanctuaries now and a little bit more basic lands. I've also added Skyfisher because I feel like it's good. I've got 1 Bugler, I've added the Helpful Hunter, which is a great target for the Skyfisher and it draws, and we are playing just 2 of the Veterans, and I think I made the deck a little bit more consistent. We are now playing 2 Guardians because it's genuinely a win condition against most decks. And the sideboard is now Rainbow. I didn't have enough ticks in my rental program, so normally I would probably play 2 blue elemental blasts and cut 1 Arms of Hadar, but we will run 3 Hadar and cut 1 blast. So let's jump into more games. Svalar, next opponent, we will go first, and the thing I really want to see here is if we will have enough card draw. This is only 1 land, I think I will mulligan this one, but this looks much better. A pretty solid hand. We have 2 1-drops, so I think we can go Plains. I think we keep... I want to keep the Journey. The Hunter could be a play. I will bottom probably the Bugler. They move to 6 as well. We'll go Plains first and we will run the Veteran so that we can start gaining some life. They will go Plains, but nothing. Okay, so we will attack first. We will play the Traben Inspector. And they probably think we are Weenie now, but you know, that will be revealed soon. Right now that we are not exactly just White Weenie, and we will say go. We will try to find another land with the Hunter. We are playing 22 lands, and we are playing 2 Selesnya Sanctuaries. They go Tribal there. Is this Spy with white? That's probably BS, no? I would say so. So the Traben Charms look quite good. Well, we can definitely attack. I don't think they would kill anything here. They will block and probably sacrifice. Yes. So let's see if they're Abzan. No, they are 3 colors at least, but I don't see black. He will try Helpful Hunter, hopefully finding a land in the process. No land, okay. Jewel Thief. It's Ramp, I think. Vine is sweet. Play it. And I think Basilisk Gate, or actually we could, yeah. Let's actually go Citadel Gate. We don't need the untapped mana, and we don't have enough gates for Basilisk Gate to be good. We will say go. We have Traben Charm, we have Journey. Chrysalis? Probably. No, Avenging Hunter, okay. So best draw would be an untapped land if possible. They go Alpine Meadow. This is a 3-color deck, probably. We could triple block, and I'm not mad at that because we want to steal the initiative, right? And keep it. We will triple block. They will kill only 2 things here. So they use the Elder to ramp themselves. Okay, so triple block, we'll Charm or Journey here, and then steal the initiative, which actually gives us a land. Let's run the Charm first. We will attack here for 1. We will search for a basic land. Now we have the initiative, that's good. Plains. We can play the Plains. We could Traben Charm, but I'm for double Inspector here probably. This will gain us some life in the process, that's cool. Yeah, probably just double Inspector. If they have a sweeper, they have a sweeper. They are playing a lot of red sources it looks like, but I think we can come back even if they sweep. They'll play the end. This is a great target for Journey. We will steal the initiative once again. We could go Forge, we could go Lost Well. I think I will Forge here, probably on the Inspector. We will thank them for the initiative. Ooh, Basilisk Gate is great, okay. And I don't think we are buffing yet. So Journey is very versatile. Traben Charm is dependent on our creatures. But first, I think I will correct 1 clue. Another Charm, yes, okay. You will Charm this end for 8, okay. And then we will attack everything that can attack. They said oof in the chat, I mean, I guess, yeah. We have some more removal here, and that's what I love about it. They are playing 3 Journeys for Charms. They go Winding Way, so they are heavy on creatures. That makes sense. They play Ephemerate too. I think I know what are they going for. We win the first game. Okay, so the question is, what should we be afraid of? And I think the answer is probably red spells. I think the only card that we bring in is 1 blue Elemental Blast. I wanted to play 2, but I had not enough takes like I mentioned before. I don't think the Veteran will be that useful in this game. Maybe the Sacred Cat isn't super good here. I will bring 1 blue blast here, and I think that's it. We don't have much. They will definitely bring their bread weapons in there, so that's something we need to be careful about. We are going second here. I mean, Guardian of the Guild Pact is insane. If you can find a second land, this hand works. I think I will keep to go Grazer. Okay, so this is a lands deck too. I mean, we just removed this card from our deck. That's crazy, dude. But I like what exactly are they doing. I mean, I see the vision. Okay, they are probably playing some bounce lands as well as we do. First, I think we will go for the Sacred Cat, which can gain us some life by attacking before they actually develop a big creature if possible. And I want to get creatures on the board so that the Draven Charm is useful. They will Plane Cycle. Main phase, probably don't have more lands there. They'll go Tribal, they're fair. Find a Sanctuary, which is quite nice. We will attack because it's 1 life even if they block. I like their deck, actually, makes a lot of sense. But I believe that Arbor Elf is maybe just a tiny bit better. Okay, we'll play the Inspector. We will Sanctuary because this gives us an untapped source next turn if you need it. Quite important. And we will say go. I kind of want to get ready for them playing Initiative. And they could just Breath Weapon too. I want to play the Guardian ASAP too. He'll go Jewel Thief, that's okay. For now. He will... Is this an... Okay, this is an Elder, sure. So we could kill the Jewel Thief. If they have a... How is this guy called? If they have a Avenging Hunter in hand, though, we could be in trouble. Find a Helpful Hunter. I think I will wait with the Draven Charm on this. I also want to play the Guardian next turn. We could run Hunter plus Draven Inspector. Now, but then if they have Breath Weapon, we are cooked on the other hand, right? I'll be honest. I think the right play is just to Draven Charm the Jewel Thief and not be afraid of unseen threats. Could be wrong. We will attack. They'll probably get a land from this. I mean, Sakura Tribalder is something we could play potentially even. It's quite a good card if you want to ramp a little bit. It's a 2 power or less creature, which is good. And we could like be aggressive, play Inspector in case they... I mean, if they use Avenging Hunter, we need 3 creatures to break through. So Inspector might be the play, but I want to play the Guardian of the Guild Pact. I think it's unkillable. Like I think they have no way to kill it. I could have gone blue too for the 1 blue blast, but okay, they go away. So probably no. Okay, Cannonade is gone. Good. Meadow is gone. They have this. They will probably play the Jewel Thief and we are fine. We will cycle. Probably looking for a forest. Play the forest. Play a Jewel Thief and the turn. Yeah, okay. So I'm glad we did what we did. I think it was quite a good play. And I think the Guardian will be a problem for him, to be completely honest here. We will go for the Basilisk Gate. Play the Guardian. Say go. This card is a problem for a lot of decks. Like, genuinely. I mean, Sakura Tribe Elder has given me an idea, actually. Like, playing this doesn't look too bad, especially when we can ramp into things like the Guardian and whatnot. Seems pretty good. So Initiative doesn't work on their part, because we can just steal it with the Guardian. And they are on a pretty tight clock here. They'll play Generous Hand, sure. Doesn't look like they have a Breath Weapon so far. Find the Gate Reaper Wine. Okay. I will Helpful Hunter first, see what like that brings in the first place. Fisher is nice. Think we can pick up the Hunter maybe. Doesn't even look too bad. We just need a blocker for the Jewel Thief, so we will do that. Let's go Fisher. Let's return the Hunter. Let's play a Plains. Let's go Traban Inspector. If they have a weapon here of any sort, it's fine because we have 2 guys that survive and we have a lot of card draw and lands on our way, so I'm pretty happy about this. This looks very nice for us. We have 2 gates, soon to be much more actually. Yeah, they have the Cannonade. We don't mind that much, to be completely honest here. No tags, okay. Another wine, sure. Let's see what we draw first with the Helpful Hunter. Manor Gate, I like the gates. Let's go like that. And then, do we want another gate for next turn? I think so. Probably, yeah, I would do that rather than crack a clue token. I will find probably another Basilisk Gate. And I think I will find a lot of Basilisk Gates and we will just one-shot them in 1 turn if possible with like buffing up the Guardian and just dealing extreme amounts of damage. I think I like that. They will gain 3. As far as attacks go, I mean, this has reach, there's no point. We love stalling. With this deck, if they are not a combo deck, but a ramp deck, we absolutely love stalling the game out, right? They'll cast another End. Okay, this means they can start attacking with some of them later on. But we have a lot of removal spells in our deck too, so Interesting. I think I will double block here and just block this. Hunter lives probably. Sweet. Okay, we will start cracking some clues, searching for answers. Here is one of them. Cool. We'll play the gate and just crack the clue first. Plains, that's okay. I will journey the end. Believe I will go for another gate creeper vine this time. Search for another basilisk gate because we are fun to play against. That's 5 gates and that's a lot of damage. We need 9 mana for this. We will, I think, keep back with everything. There's no need to attack yet. And the Guardian should just win us the game if possible. They'll go away. That's really good. Find Eagles, Ephemerate, Generous, and Paladin. Nice. Okay. We can steal the initiative with the guild pack. Do you play the Paladin though? They do. Okay. Well, the problem is we can just yoink the initiative whenever we want, right? So they will search for a basic. So will we, by the way. This is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 mana. We are close to triple gating and just destroying them, right? End step. Okay. Find a Militia Bugler. So I was talking about 7 mana here. He'll just go to attacks and try to steal the initiative. This is such a good card, I feel. It's really sweet, especially in those like tight matchups. Nobody plays multicolored removal spells, no one does, right? All of the cards are a single color, so this is so good. Okay, we will pick up a plains. I do think we will go for the Basilisk Gate this turn and then the turn after, and then we could try just like killing them, like in one swing. We will try to go for a Bugler here. You do find a Helpful Hunter, miss the Tribune Charm, that's okay. Find the Hunter, tapped wrong, classic, okay, let's go white. Play the Hunter, it's a blocker, we want to keep the initiative. If we get to trap, it's over. Find the Inspecta, okay. They could have another Cannonade, they could. If they do, they will steal the initiative indeed, but that's something we can't really worry about. I think we can still win even if they do steal it. So search for a gate. You wouldn't believe what this gate will be. Yes, it's the Basilisk Gate, and in that case we will just play the Inspector. Say go. We have a tons of blockers. Fire Cannonade does destroy us in a way, but this guy still lives, and that's important. They will run through the Bugler. Looks like they are preparing for another Cannonade, to be completely honest here. I believe they have it. They don't. They have something else. We see Eagles instead, Hardcast, which is fine. We can just block very effectively here, I think. Yeah, let's just sacrifice 2 of the Gate Creeper Vines, and that's it. No initiative for you. Nothing has trampled, so that's good. End step, he will forge on the Guardian, I believe. And I think that's lethal, actually. Okay, we find a Fisher. I will play the Gate. Now let's count mana. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 4 is 22. Should be a good game right there. We can tap one of the Basilisk Gates since we are not using it. We are using just 3. Oh no, they can 3. It's not over yet. Okay. So we can like split it into 2 turns and actually just play this turn. That's fine. We will just attack for 10. I didn't notice the food, but I think that's completely okay still. They have 1 turn left. I will play the Fisher. Probably bounce the Hunter, right? Can play the Hunter as well. Hoping maybe for some removal spell if possible. Fisher is nice. I mean, it provides more bodies that don't die to Fiery Cannonade, which is, in my opinion, quite important. We will bounce the Hunter again. We will say go. They will go to combat. They will attack like that. We will try to double block. If we get blown out, we get blown out. We don't really care. We have a trap too, so sweet. We go another end, which creates a food, but we are far beyond that, I feel, in damage right now. So yeah, we are. Okay. We will go trap and kill them. They say they are a big fan, which I'm always so keen to hear that. So they will lose 5 and find a Tribune Inspector. I like the card draw options now. It's much better than it was. We will just buff this guy with the gates. We will use again just 3 of them. 16. And let's do as much damage as we can. 22, 23 here, and we will swing in for 22 damage in the end. And we win the game, beautiful. Okay guys, welcome back to the conclusion. I think the deck is actually quite good. I think Guardians of the Guild Pact is insane because there is basically no multicolored spells that are removal spells in general, I think. Most people use Cast Down, Bolts, this survives everything. Obviously we don't have Ramp at all, we have only Land Tutors in the Gate Creeper Vine, which is a really sweet card. And I do like the Skyfisher, it's like a pretty hefty body which the opponent has to deal with. It's a great blocker, we have a lot of value to bounce with it, especially the Hunter, I think that's the sweetest one. But the Bugler is a good bounce target as well. You could play something to use the green even more, like the Sakura Tribalder, maybe like cut one plains, play one forest, so you can fetch a forest with it. Obviously it can find gates, but you can find it with a bugler, and you could play some even more expensive cards. Like before we played the 3/4 from Aether Drift, which for 3 mana you can activate the burglar's ability, the bugler's ability, sorry. And that's really powerful into the late game, being able to constantly find your creatures. That being said, I'm pretty happy with the removal spells. 3 journeys, 4 charms is ideal. I could even see playing 4 journeys if you are facing a lot of creature heavy decks. I was decently happy with the sideboard. The thing is, the deck is basically rainbow with all the gates. You need only like white and such a small amount of green that you can go rainbow if you really want. I would definitely play more blue blasts, or if you're not feeling so adventurous, you could play the sideboard we played before, which sticks to green and white. You could play Lone Missionaries against red, right? You are keeping the Fairy Macabres because they are findable with the Bugglers. And you could play Holy Light as removal for the pesky decks, but I like this version, and again, I would add 1 Blue Blast, remove 1 Arms of Hadar here. So the deck is good, but there are definitely many ways to build and take it, so if you have some suggestions for it, I would love to hear them down in the comments, how to make this deck better, and especially better against more aggressive decks, because we didn't play against one today, we played against more grindier decks, but I feel like against Mono Red this could be a problem, so if you have any idea how to fix it, definitely let me know below. And with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you like this video, and I will see you soon. Have a great day, and bye.